Hello, my name is Adriana Paez and I study business administration. This is the report on social and indigenous leaders in Colombia and how they represent them, which gives a broad overview of what is happening in the country. In the case of Colombia, human rights defenders represent different promotion and defense activities with particular characteristics. Historically, indigenous, Afro-descendants, social, communal, and communal have represented an important force in the promotion in the full observance of human rights, as well as peace and end of the armed conflict in Colombia. 29. Indeed, the organs of Inter-American human rights system have referred to these leaderships. The Code, for example, has referred within its jurisprudence of the leaders of community action boards. As human rights defenders for its part, the AECHR and identify that in the Colombian context. There are people who, through leadership in their communities, exercise the defense of human rights. 21. The condition of social, communal, community of present leaders in base of in the activity that the person carries out the recognition that the she has in her community. Therefore, this leadership as framed within the concept of human rights defenders. Based on the foregoing, the concept of human rights defenders is broad and flexible in nature and is evaluated in relation to the criterion of the defense activity carried out by the person. Therefore, any definition as say concept and standards, directives or public policy documents should be interpreted without restriction in order to enable case by case evaluation with open criteria of life of the standards of life here. 31. On the other hand, in relation to the importance of the role of human rights defenders. The Commission has indicated that the work they carry out is essential for the full existence of the role of law and constitutes a pillar indispensable for the strategy of consolidation of democracy, exercise the necessary citizen control over public officials and democratic institutions. Through their activities, human rights defenders of human rights contribute to the effective elimination of violation of human rights and fundamental freedoms and the improved post-conflict conditions. And the Presidential Council for Human Rights on International, the delegation also had meetings with members in the Ombudsman from the mission to support the peace process in Colombia, MEPOEA, and national and municipal authorities from the National Protection Unit. He also met with the governor of Chocó, officials from the Attorney General's Office Regional del Chocó, and the governor of Antioquia and his team and will and the Unit Protection of Antioquia. Similarly, within his activities in Bogotá, Quibdó, Chocó, and Medellin, Antioquia. The EAC delegation met with dozens of human rights defenders, social leaders, communal, union, political, indigenous, Afro-Colombian organizations of human rights, and ecclesiastic authority. The Commission thanks the Colombian state for the invitation carried out, so visited, and their collaboration on organization is well and inviolability for the authorities to engage and constructive dialogue in the situation on the human rights defenders in the country and progress the coordination of technical cooperation activities the state 18. This report has been prepared with the information received the AECHR during its working visit to the country. In addition, the Commission is systematized and analyzed the information received in exercise of this mandate, particularly in the context of public press release, annual reports, requests for information under Article 41 in the conversion American in the precautionary measures grant in the period that include the present report. That's all. Happy days. Good morning.